welcome back to Cardigan Bay Fishing Adventures. For anyone that doesn't know, I am David Barber. Today we're up at the boat. There's been insane amounts of work done. You can probably see a tiny glimpse of it just over my shoulder there. Rather than waffling, we'll get straight into it. So, as you can see, it's all in primer. I have skipped a lot of steps in this part of the restoration. The only reason why, it's just sanding. I've literally had, how much is it? 8 days probably? 7.5 to 8 days of pure sanding. What happened was, obviously you've seen all the videos where we sanded it, all this old paint off, around 8 layers. I used roughly 40 grit most of the time and 80 grit. The 40 and 80 grit has left it heavily scratched, which, lack of experience, I didn't know. When I was going to prime it, it's going to show through the primer. It doesn't matter how many layers I put on, that is going to show through. So what I've had to do is sand the whole boat again with 120 grit to remove the deep scratching. It took flipping ages. You can see at the moment we've got filler. So what I did in the stages of the 120 grit was fill any pinholes and fill any damage I could find. Got to the point where I was struggling to see if there was any damage left. Well, after I primed it, you can see there's quite a bit. I'll say damage, it's like low spots, dimples, pinholes, stuff like that. As you can see, there's a lot of filler on it. I've been struggling with the keel. If you've not watched the past videos, you can go back and watch it. But all of this keel was badly done before I did this restoration. So what I've personally done is ground all of this out up to this point here, along there, and around to there. I ground it right back down below the gel coat into the original fiberglass. Maybe it was 3 or 4 mil deep, this part going down. So I've had to rebuild all of this right back to the very, very stern of the boat. And obviously I wanted to match it in here. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's not been repaired or anything like that. It has been. I've done a big repair job on this keel, but I want to try and make it look as factory as possible. So it's a mess at the moment. I've had to fill down here. I'm trying to level this out and fill all of this. Trying to fill the keel, level that out. Down the other side is pretty bad. I'll say bad, it's just, this was raw fiberglass along all of here. So I'm trying to build it out with filler just to get a nice smooth finish. This is rock solid. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. I just want to try and get a better finish on it. What we'll do, I'll get the camera off the stand, have a quick walk around. I spray painted this. I have never spray painted in my life, ever. Never ever picked up a spray gun. I've used cans and stuff like that, as you do when you're kids, spraying bits of cars and panels and that. But I've never done a proper spray job. It's turned out absolutely perfect. I can't believe how good it's gone on. I don't know if that's just lucky. I don't know if it's the setup I've got is good and it's made it easier. The paint I've sprayed is high build epoxy primer. The data sheet does say not recommended for conventional spray. So I mixed it. There's a chart, a weight chart. I've mixed it at 1.5 litres, I think it was, by weight. Comes out at 1,600 and something. Then I've added 10% thinners, which is 161 grams, I think, something like that. And I've attempted to spray the boat and it's gone absolutely amazing. The back corner over there, I tried to roll the paint on originally. People on Facebook says, do not spray it. You've never done it, you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna mess it up. So I tried to roll the paint on. It was a big mistake. It looks like anti-slip deck finish. That's the only way I can put it. So then I was like, right, that's messing up. That's not working. So I'm just gonna attempt to spray it. How bad can it get? If it's really bad, I have to just sand it all off. It's actually absolutely spot on. It really is. I'll get this camera now and we'll have a closer look. So we're at the back of the boat now, obviously, as you can see. I'll show you the rollered finish. It is absolutely terrible. The light is pretty poor in here. But look at this. You see my finger next to it? Well, I don't need to get close. You can even see the brush strokes. Look at the brush marks in that there. It just would not roll and it would not brush on. So I painted that section to about there and I stopped. I was like, this is not good. I can't deal with this. Look at the state of this down here. So that was rollering. Now I'm going to move down the boat and I'm going to show you the transition between the rollered part and the sprayed part. So as you can see, look, highly textured. I tried applying it thinly it wasn't working. I tried putting it on thick, like here, look at that. You can even hear it. I put that on really thick because I thought maybe it needs to be thicker to lay out. And then I got the spray gun. Look at the difference. Going really close. There's my finger, look. That's the spray gun. It's absolutely spot on. I'm really, really, really happy with it. Obviously ignore all the filler. More sanding to come. But you can see there, look. I've had to do a lot of filling. It's nothing bad, it's just little low spots. I will be honest, I think a lot of people would have thought, leave it, just paint it and that'll be fine. This area here is the area that I repaired with fiberglass. So this, I'm just trying to level it out to the rest of the hole. I don't know if I've got anything I can actually show you what I'm filling, because I have been told by quite a few, you need to stop it, Dave. You've got mega OCD. This section, I've had to bang a load of filler in there. It looks really bad, it looks really bodged. I promise it's not. It's microscopic really, I suppose, if you want to call it that. Really, really tiny stuff that I'm finding. But you can see this side of the boat. It's absolutely spot on. Yes, this looks rippled, it's fiberglass. I can't make it flat like a car panel. It's not gonna happen unless I spend months and months and months. When you look down it with a light on it, the paint's flat, all of that's good. You can see along the top here, look at this. This paint is absolutely perfect. So, and then down the keel, you can see down there, look. Yeah, this primer has a sheen to it. You can probably see it on here, which I'm going to be flattening this back with 220 grit anyway. So we're going to move on to the flybridge quickly. This video is more about talking rather than showing you stuff. It's going to be pretty boring for a lot of people, but it's an update. Show you where we got to. So next, the flybridge. You can see it right there. It's been butchered. I'll explain what I'm doing with that now. So the flybridge, you can see here, this is the lid, if you want to call it that, the ceiling of the flybridge, and it comes down there. You can see right there, I've actually chopped the flybridge off, and what I want to do is extend it. That's a 10-inch space. I'm using melamine. I've got melamine on this side, and I've got melamine on that side there. I'm going to be using clay to make a radius in there to match the rounded corner, which looks like sort of like that. And then I'm fiberglassing in that section. And in that section, I'm going to build it up. Once it's got back to the level of the thickness of this, I'm fiberglassing all the way around it, basically, around the whole window. And I'm even doing this side here, look. So that's the plan. I need to raise it because I can't fit under the flybridge. The next part I'm doing, I'm going to put a central piece in there. And I'm hoping this all works. I've not done any videos of the painting side, all this. The reason why, I've never done it before. And you know me, I like to do my videos as tutorials. So as you can see, there's been a lot going on. I've probably had about 9-10 days work without the cameras on. One reason, the cameras slow me down and I need to get this done before this weather starts to drop cold. I've got to get this painted. Otherwise, I'm dead in the water again till summer next year, and I don't want that. I want this boat in the water by May, June, hopefully. Number two reason, all of this sanding work is boring to watch. And the other problem to it is, I can't give you advice on spray painting. All of my videos are done as sort of tutorial based. I'm trying to help and teach people what I'm doing. I've never done this before, what I'm doing now. So there's no point me trying to make a video saying this is how you do it, because it might not work. So once I've done it and it's working and I can see it's working, I'll show you what I do and it works, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to make false videos and say this is what you need to do, this is how it goes, when I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Same as spray painting this. That's turned out good, so I can show you how I mix the paint, how I set my spray gun up, and how I sprayed it as a total beginner, so you can get results like I've got there. No, it's not a professional finish. Professionals would get that like glass. I'm not a professional, but then it's a fishing boat, and that is very smooth and it's very good. That's not even been flatted back either yet. I've got to hit all of that with 220 grit sandpaper. So yeah, it's a short update. I'll say short, the video's probably over 10 minutes long as usual, because I just do a lot of yapping. But when we come back now, once I've prepped all of this and we come back to spraying it, I'm probably going to video the spray job on the next part, putting the rest of the primer on. I want to keep this camera out of the way because I cannot get overspray on it. It's a brand new camera. Also, If this flybridge extension works and it's strong enough and it doesn't collapse on me, I'll show you what I've done and I'll explain how I've done it. So if anyone out there wants to do it, you'll be able to. So that's going to be it for this video. You've not missed much with the boat restoration. It probably looks like you have, but I promise you haven't. It's all boring. You won't want to sit there watching it for half an hour. So I'm gonna get on with it. I'm gonna stop waffling because I need to get this done. So as soon as this is ready for paint, I will put a video up. I'll make a video of spray painting it and just doing what I'm doing basically. And then it won't be long and we'll be flipping this boat back and start installing the inside. I cannot wait. I bet you can't wait either. And I'm sorry it's taken so long. You know, life is life, family, work, problems arise, funds get tight. There's loads of things happen. It's real life, so this is just the way it is. I'm gonna get back to sanding, which I'm really not looking forward to, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.